Hi guys, Coach Fenz here at the Watts Factory, the FTP Nerve Centre down in Tyre, New South Wales. It's Friday Tips with Fenz time. So another classic thing that we get asked all the time, and we see it all the time out there on the road and at races, is what tyre pressure should you be running? Now obviously for different courses you need different horses. So the reality of that is you've really got to suss what conditions you're racing in and then have your tyre pressures accordingly. So in a normal road race situation on dry roads, I would look to have, with a tubular tyre, I would look to have about 115 to 120 in the rear and about 110 in the front. Slightly lower on the front gives us that little bit more cornering ability and a little bit more surface area in the turns, which means that there's less likely to just skid out if we're really banked it over on a big downhill. As the road gets a little slippier with potential for rain, etc., we would lower them tyre pressures. We may come down to 90 in the front and 95 to 100 in the rear. Okay, so we might bring them right down. That's for an average rider weight of around sort of 65 to 75 kilos, okay, with a tubular tyre. If you had tubes in your wheels, again, I probably wouldn't come down much below around 95 pounds per square inch. But again, think about how you can create a better surface, tyre to surface area to give you more grip and more control. Time trials, exactly the same. I don't go up there and pump my tyres up to 160 pounds per square inch. Now on the track I might do that because on the track the surface is incredibly smooth. But on the road the surface isn't smooth. And if you have it really, really hard, a lot of the time all you're doing is just creating, you're hitting the road surface and it's battering you and creating lots of problems for you. So again, I run the same tyre pressures for a time trial as I do for a road race. Mountain biking, completely different. Especially nowadays with the 29ers. The 29er wheel by its very nature is much bigger and the bag of the tyre is much greater. Therefore you can run lower tyre pressures. It's one of the great reasons why a 29er is such an efficient tool now and so much faster on most conditions. You can run tyre pressures of 18 to 22, 24 pounds per square inch in most 29er mountain bike tyres. Again, you don't want to let your tyre pressure too low on the front, because if it's too low on the front with a very soft sidewall, you might find that the deformation of the tyre will make it feel a bit squidgy in the corners. So again, if you're a really aggressive rider, you may have your tyre pressure slightly harder. But if you're really aggressive, it generally means you're very good at bike handling, and therefore you don't worry about that anyway because you'll be doing a bit of two-wheel sliding into corners anyway. But otherwise, I'd be looking at running around that sort of 20 to 24 pound per square inch in your 29er tyres to give you optimum performance on most terrain. All right, guys, I hope those little tyre pressure tips have helped. Get out there, try them out. If you've been running 35 pounds per square inch in your mountain bike tyres and wondering why you've been skidding out on all the corners, see if that helps. I'm sure it will. Catch you on the trail. Bye-bye.